Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Bills going up against the Titans.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch tight end.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync,
as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Like 20, twos. Jim. Not. 51, like 20. Mike 51. I got him. Zero. Check 37. Orange. Two. Like 20.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Not. Like 20. Hey.
Throwing on third. Goff. Screenplay. Johnson. Shows his strength at the 50. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's it, baby.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Check, punch it. Not. Like 20.
Now Goff. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Strong left. Here we go. Like 20. I'm coming.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score, almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. One. Four down. Even.
Again, it's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
One and up. 34. Eyes on 34. 3.
From the gun, Mariota. He's got his man, Avant. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. One. You got 3 down. Blue A. Under 10.
In motion comes the tight end left.
One. Hey. You got to get moving. One. You got to get
On second down, here's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Like 20. We got 3.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Gall. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, guys, check me out.
Like before, here we go.
I got to stand up over there.
Super one.
Check hot route. Hot.
Out of the gun. Gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad. Foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie, or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Cut. Like 20. Value one.
Four down. Check. Four down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's given us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on
Here we go.
Ringo.
Kill. Super.
Four down. Alert three.
Back to throw. Gone. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
We got four down. Tight right.
Cut.
Four down.
120.
Check.
Clock.
Slam.
Gone. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground with Johnson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Avant brings it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
First down, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Man left, man left.
Three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mariota now. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Ready? 180. One.
Four down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Bills getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
We got four down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Watch twist. Cut. Like 20.
51's the mic.
Twister. Value 1. Super 1.
Orange.
Super 60. Check. Super.
Hey, watch it.
Cut. Like 20.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Double tight, double tight.
Cut. Like 20.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Zero.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They go to Johnson again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Super one. Like 20.
Kill.
Hardball.
Hey, alert 3.
From the 50, it's gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
I'm here all day.
Cut. Like 20.
Mike 51.
Hell, you won.
Watch the pass.
The throw on second down is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it for a short game.
Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the old line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The old line coach will. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
One. Easy. Three.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch tight. Three. Right.
Where are they, team?
Hey, we got 3 down.
Second down, Mariota. Pulled in by Avant. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Oh, yeah!
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Avant's got it over the middle. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Goff on first down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Like 54, here we go. Like 20.
3 down. Check.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Like 20.
On first down, it's Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards to go here on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Like 54, here we go. Like 20.
Alert.
Well.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Goff now looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Titans now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Howard has the first down and then some. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Defense showing blitz.
3 down.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here.
Check. Here we go. Right over there. Right over there. Check.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight end right.
One.
Four down.
Ready. Blue line.
Safe.
Three.
Kill.
Blue line.
Mariota to throw it this time. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Let's go!
Dula.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go. Super 66.
4 down. Check.
Kill.
Check three.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Check 25.
Kill. Super.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
It's really easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Like 54, here we go. Like 20.
3rd and long. It's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. Like 20.
Clock. We got 4. We got 4.
Value 1.
Jack. Switch.
Maverick. Twos.
Kill.
Super.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run.
Let's get it. Hut. Mike's 54.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Hanson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Twos.
Watch the twist.
Cut. Tula.
Let's go.
Hey, kill.
Let's go.
Hut.
George.
Clock.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Be a long day for you. Like 54, here we go. Like 20.
51 to Mike.
12.
Coming.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Like 20.
Play action. It's gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Two times.
Clock. Maverick. Hut. Like 20.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it to Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Value 1.
Watch the whip.
Hut. Like 20. Horrible.
To Johnson again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
There we go. Oh!
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. That offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
All day, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, defense. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Mariota now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left.
12, 120, super one.
We got 4 down.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Tight end right.
Hardball. White 20.
Hey. 4 down.
Value one.
He's checking crab. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Crunch. 20. Hard ball. Hot.
Let's go, baby. Get hot. Get up. Let's go.
Like 54. Here we go. Like 20.
From the gun on third down. Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Hanson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Double tight. Hey.
Like
20.
20.
Three down.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And that might be Titan football. It is.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. With hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
They set up the screen for Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready. Blue, ready. 3 down. 1.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Set. Blue line.
Here we go. I got 8. Down to lose 1.
Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Mariota now. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Single.
One.
Hey, you're on an island over there.
In motion is Avon.
One.
Switch.
One.
Who do you want?
One. Three.
Big edge.
On play action, Mariota under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead. I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking of future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 22. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Like 20.
4 down. Check. 4 down. He's moving.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check that. Like 20.
Again, it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Bills on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mariota to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Mariota on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Set. Three.
Here's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up.